Hello, this is l-gaim and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be reviewing the high-grade A-Taul. I really like this design. It looks like heavy metal antagonist will use, and the colors and the part separation is perfect. And for colors we get a dark blue, a light green, black, yellow for the mono eye, and purple for the inner frame. The part separation is also perfect, and there are literally no details you have to pay. We'll get to this part later. You even get two marking stickers on the shoulders, although they kind of look like they're stickers because of the outline. Also, I have to mention these red cables. They're made of vinyl and it comes out as one long tube. You have to cut them into bits and you have to attach them to these parts. It was a pain in the ass, but I think it was worth it. The panel lining opportunities is like kind of minimal, but it's enough to get you through. Now I've been talking about the positives, but let's just get into the negatives. All the parts fit in pretty tight. Maybe a little too tight. I had to sand out some of the pegs in order to make them fit snugly. But the biggest offenders have to be the ones at the elbows and in the ankles. Those parts were so tight that if I attempted to move them, it would make a really scary creaking sound. So I had to sand it down in order to not risk it from breaking. Kind of feels like a bootleg, don't you think? There's also a semblance of an inner frame, much like the recently released Iron-Blooded Orphans model. But I'm so afraid to take out all the armor panels because I'm afraid they'll break off. Also, despite being an old model, there are no visible seam lines to speak of. Let's take a look at his accessories. First off, you get a right hand holding what appears to be a beam saber, but its actual name is the Flogger. You get a clear red beam effect part, and if you take off the right open hand, you can attach the hand inside and it doesn't look that bad. Also, I have to mention that you get no closed fists, only open hands. And the final two accessories are these wing binders, and putting them on, it takes a bit of a process, so you take these two red tubes, put them into these two tiny blue pegs, put the shoulder pad back on, and then using this hole right here, put it inside the arm. I had to take several shots trying to pull on the wing binders, but in one instance I had to sand down the connector so that it fits in better. The two red cables going through the shoulders and the wing binders, they look pretty cool, but I had to go through hell trying to put those on. And that's all the accessories. Now let's move on to the articulation. Hey, you forgot to mention the A-Taul 5 parts. Oh, I forgot that you get additional parts to create the A-Taul 5. This allows you to partially convert it into the A-Taul 5. The new parts include a new mono eye, this bash shield, a new front skirt armor, which has a lip in the middle of it, oh my god, which you actually have to paint red, and new toe armor. Oh yeah, you also get a backpack, but there's nothing on it. You're gonna need 3 more models if you want to complete the A-Taul 5. You'll need the OJ, the Groon, and the Astral Temple, which are all no grades that are sold separately. Alright, I converted the A-Taul back to its normal form, so let's go over the articulation. There's a ball joint at the head and it allows it to move up. Well, it can't really move up or down. And as for the backpack, these two thrusters are on ball joints, and the top one is on a hinge. Rotation at the arm. This large shoulder pad can wiggle forward and backwards, but no. The arm can move out this far. Bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, and of course the wrist is on a ball joint. Waist swivel. The front skirt and the back skirt is on a swivel system. And the leg is really weird because if you attempt to kick it up, yeah. But yeah, it can move around. And it allows for a thigh swivel. Double jointed knee that only bends like 90 degrees, and the foot is on a ball joint, but it's heavily restricted. Let's do some size comparisons. Here he is next to the high-grade Barbatos Lupus, 1:100 Cerevi Gundam. As for my final thoughts on this kit, I've been thinking about it for a bit, and I'm gonna have to give it a 5 out of 10. And I'll just tell you why right now. Now don't get me wrong, this is a really nice model, the color separation is perfect, and the detailing is just awesome. But the cons mostly outweigh the pros. Some parts are too tight. The build process wasn't really fun when it was supposed to because of parts not fitting in at all. And the articulation is kind of mediocre, especially in the legs. I mean, you could convert it to the A-Taul 5, but you need 3 more models, and even so, good luck trying to find this or the other 3 because they're pretty rare nowadays. If you do find it, be aware that this is for expert builders only. If you're just a street builder or a newbie, this is not a model for you. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.